Yo, what's going on, folks? How you doing? Kunal here, Bulls on Wall Street. My apologies for not making any videos the last couple weeks. I've had literally 15, 20, 30 students over at my house the last 2 months for in-person summer boot camp classes. They live in my house. A couple of these jokers been here for literally weeks and weeks and weeks, and so I just haven't been making any videos because we trade during the day and we go to the beach, and then we do kind of like nighttime stuff, and it's been really fun. But you don't have, once it's like you're done with kind of working with everybody, it's like midnight. The YouTube video kind of gets pushed to the side. But now my schedule's clearing back up, so I'm definitely excited to do it. And on the other side of things, I've been trading these coins. Just like every day. So I've been up really late at night just trading these like ETH and Bitcoins, and so it's been pretty cool. Like I've been running some of these flags and stuff, and I've been doing more day trading in it than the longer term thing. I don't know even what these things really are, but they've got an immense trend, and so I've been really enjoying trading it because the things that we do, like at Bulls on Wall Street, is mostly about momentum, right? It's about momentum and trends, support, resistance, and so really trading is trading. I use my style of trading in the futures market. I use it with Bitcoins. Same stuff, same strategy, same moving averages, all that stuff, because in the end, we want to be where the momentum is, where the trends are, right? And so if you see a trend in a particular vehicle, I have the confidence that, hey, what we do works because it's about momentum, it's about trends, it's about seeing the price action and patterns, and that leads to success in different markets too. You don't have to just trade stocks. So I want to take a second and talk to you a little bit about a trade we did in shop today. So I made $1,600 in this thing today. Overall, okay day. I was actually up about 3 G's at one point, 3,500, but I gave some of it back because I didn't take all my profits, and some of them kind of came back here. But this is a great setup, and the reason is, so right now, the market had this huge down day. Do you see this? Huge down day. So these are the QQQs. This is the ETF for the NASDAQ. So you can see like the last couple days, you can see a huge range on the NASDAQ where you got like this big flush. See this thing? Big flush into the NASDAQ, and then it opened up weak today again. And kind of, our program in the chat room was, well, if the market gets flushed out at the open, there's a good shot that you're going to catch a reversal. There's a good shot that you're going to catch a reversal. And so, essentially what we use is like the fake breakdown kind of thing, right? So when the market itself broke below the previous day's lows, and then it couldn't hold, that's your fake breakdown, and you're back on support on the daily. And so, I want to be longing stocks, right? I want to be longing tech stocks in particular. And so I have a list. I made a list pre-market, NVIDIA, SHOP, WB, EDU, a whole host of them, of stocks that were on support on the daily chart, where I thought that they could catch a bounce if the market goes. So you can see, like today, this thing opened up at $90. It opened up weak, and in that early morning flush, it pierced the lower Bollinger, which signifies a stretch, and tapped right into this old support spot on your 250 SMA, and then you got this price support also. And so you have multiple levels of support. One of the things that I do is I love when I have multiple patterns and multiple layers of stocks converge, right? When you have pattern convergence, all of a sudden it can apply deeper meaning to those particular areas. And so when you start to converge a lot of support in one area along with the price pattern, now you've got yourself something awesome. That's where you can really get good bounces. And so at the open, I don't do anything on this thing. I just let it spike down. This thing opens at $90, right? It's pretty wild. And then It's just coming down, coming down, coming down. All right, I know where my bounce spot is, right? So you just let this thing coming down, and it looks like a short for a second, but it can't be, right, due to the support. So once it comes down here, and I just use a green candle to kind of make sure it's holding. Right, we're long in this thing, and then just stop goes under, and then it's just playing the bounce. So I had like 300 shares, and then it's just right. It pops up. I sell off a couple hundred, dips back down, and now I'm just playing the trend. I re-add back, and then it was just literally a matter of playing the trend the rest of the day. And so once this thing started to go, I'm just scaling out of my shares essentially, and I never go in too big of shares. And that was it. We caught basically a $7 bounce on this thing right at the open. And later on, I did try to play it again, but it was kind of just stuck. Later on, it kind of based out here and made a run, but it really just chopped around. It kind of popped up, a buck, and then came back down and did really nothing. So I did give myself another entry on it, but it didn't work. So guys, be mindful of aligning on multiple time frames. That's what it's called, right? You see an idea in the big picture, and then you use intraday charts to guide your entries and exits decisions, but you have an overall thesis on the trade, and that's really, really important. By the way, this particular type of trade, you can even take for a swing trade, meaning a multi-day hold, right? You come down, hit support, you start the reverse, you can add a couple hundred shares, put a stop below, and now you can ride this thing back up, back up to the old high. So that's a powerful swing trade setup also. So both are valid things, but always keep an eye on that. That's one of the things, when you're expecting a market bounce, which momentum stocks do you have that have pulled back to support, and you'll be good to go. So guys, I'm back in action. I'll probably be making some videos on some of these trades I've been doing in the Bitcoins and futures, and we'll kind of expand upon what we're learning here. Feel free to leave me any questions. Good to see everybody. Take care.